Hello there, thanks for coming by PosterCentral.com's video blog today. And I'm Pete Howard, and here's a folk rock, classic from 1965, Sonny and Cher in Hawaii. And nice cardboard concert poster with their picture on it, and different colors for the font, so I really like this one. Now, if you can take a look at the picture there without the glare, that's 19-year-old Cher and 30-year-old Sonny Bono. Remember in the 60s how the catchphrase was, you can't trust anybody over 30, but Sonny maintained his cred because of his music production and songwriting and everything else. They were quite the couple, of course, quite the pop culture couple in the mid-1960s. They had already been married, by the way, for 2 years. But if I could have a concert poster from any year for Sonny and Cher, 1965 would absolutely be the year. This was, almost everything happened for them in this year, except, say, The Beat Goes On a couple years later. But, they had 3 top 10 hits in 1965, and as you can see, this is in December, the end of 1965, so they were doing these things in concert. And that would include the #1, I Got You, Babe, and followed by Laugh at Me and Baby Don't Go, also top 10 hits, my personal favorite, Baby Don't Go. And those 3 top 10s were supplemented or followed by 2 in the top 20, Just You and But You're Mine. So that's 5 top 20 hits in 65 leading up to this show, so you can be sure they did them all, probably did them all, And how about their album, their debut album, Look at Us? Well, it was in the national top 10 at the time of this show, and it actually spent like 8 or 9 weeks at the #2 position behind the Beatles' Help album. It's just funny to look at Billboard's best-selling album charts. You just turn it page after page after page. Beatles' Help, Sonny and Cher, Look at Us. So they were runners-up to good company, that's for sure. And they were on Atco Records, a really cool record label that in the 60s, among the other acts, had the Buffalo Springfield and Cream. So, and folk rock itself just exploded in 1965 with Bob Dylan going electric and the arrival of the Byrds and so forth. Now here we have, as I said, a cardboard, or actually cardstock, original concert poster that instead of being 14 by 22 is actually 14 by 20, which coincidentally was the size that Bill Graham used for most of his Fillmore posters and such, so it's a somewhat little bit of a common size. And then up there at the top above their name you have Boss Radio, K-POI or K-POI presents, Sonny and Cher with a fun little heart logo between their names. And very unusual picture of Sonny and Cher on this poster. Obviously it's not a formally posed photograph, is it? It looks more like a casual, candid one, maybe standing around for the press, but just by virtue of the fact that Cher is holding her purse sort of indicates it's not a standard studio posed photograph. Also, she was a real looker. She was quite attractive, and they're not using that to market this. You only see half of her face sort of buried on Sonny's shoulder there. So rather unusual photo selection, but that's okay. That just sort of adds to its charm a little bit, And then, of course, speaking of adding to its charm and the innocence, down below Sonny and Cher's picture, and the Miss K-POI Pageant. That's right, a beauty pageant before the show, but very Sonny and Cher-like. And as you can see, it says one show only, 7:30 p.m., Friday, December 3rd. No need to put the year on there, but as I said, it was 1965, the year for Sonny and Cher. It was at the Honolulu International Center, HIC for short, is what it was called. And it's funny because so many stars and musicians love to let's just say so many people love to vacation in Hawaii, that the HIC got a nice, great run of talent over the years, especially in the prime of pop rock and everything. And they produce posters, which is really nice and very collectible to this day. And speaking of flying over from the mainland to Hawaii for the concert, I actually have a picture of Sonny and Cher at the airport getting ready to board the plane for this very concert. So how's that for visual support for a concert poster? I love that, Sonny and Cher just before they get on the plane to go perform this show. So Sonny and Cher, folk rock, 1965, Baby Don't Go, I Got You, Babe, all those great ones, great memories if you're a baby boomer like me. So hope you enjoyed the poster. Thanks a lot for coming by, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.